Will al-Qaeda's admission that Osama bin Laden is dead be enough to squash all the conspiracy theories out there? The terrorist group posted an internet statement just hours ago. They say bin Laden's blood, quote, will not be wasted, unquote. The group also promised continued attacks on Americans and their allies. Now at 9, does this admission change things for those of you out there who had doubts about bin Laden's death? Also, in your eyes, does it make the need to release a photo less necessary?
I think the skeptics and the cynics will always be so. There will always be, no matter what is shown or not shown, there's going to be some doubt in people's minds.
Well, even if there is a picture, yeah, that's the thing. Even if you put a picture out there, people will most likely always question it. It's like the President Obama situation with his birth certificate. His birth certificate was revealed, and now people are saying it's made up. So,
but that quote has a lot of people concerned as well because of what they said. Such strong rhetoric, if you will. But again, they feel those pictures will incite even more rage from those who follow him. And we talked about it yesterday. There are a lot of sleeper cells that are still out there. So that's the concern that people have. Will it incite this anger even further?
Jump online, look at your comments. Michaela Grigo says, I'll believe it when I see it.
Dev Amons writes, I am just not sure what to believe anymore, sadly.
Herman Bricado says, this is one area that I have no doubt that bin Laden is dead. Just think, the whole world hated bin Laden and wanted him dead.
Holly writes, it will for those who are reasonable. Those who have nothing better to do with their lives but dream up conspiracy theories? Probably not.
Of course, again, so many of you are sounding off on this. Mary Tompkins Burns writes, he is dead, but there will always be those who don't like America. It no longer needs to be a top news story. She's ready to move on.
Well, Stacia says, I'm sorry, but bin Laden's death photo is not the excuse needed to blow people up. Al-Qaeda just wants to kill regardless.
And you broke this story, Kirk, this morning on Daybreak when it came down.
Yeah, shortly after 5 o'clock.
Shortly after 5 this morning.
And as the details come out, we learn more about the threats. Really a continued threat. I mean, this is Al-Qaeda's continued threat. They haven't changed course necessarily. I think they're trying to send the message that just because our leader is now dead, it doesn't mean that we're not still here. Obviously, there's a very real threat. The government coming out and saying that, listen, there was a threat on September 11th, the 10-year anniversary of September 11th, against trains, but they say it doesn't appear that that threat is continual. So we're going to have to
Bottom line,
this.
There would be a threat whether or not he was dead. Dead or alive, there would be a threat from Al-Qaeda. And Jose Torado writes, I feel that it's ironic that we, or most of us, are more scared that he is dead than when he was out there hiding from us. Yes, we, or I, are afraid of attacks more than ever, especially that he is dead.
Yeah, and I read a lot of comments this morning on Daybreak about people who were still concerned, although there are those who say, you know what? It is what it is. We got to live our life and we got to move on. Matt Stanger says it's like 80% believe it and 20% not. I say Trump needs to push this like he did the birth certificate. Then maybe the photos will come out.
Interesting. That's an interesting perspective. All right, we're going to continue to read your comments. Of course, you guys are bringing them in fast and furious. So, Kirk, we'll continue to track those for you.